Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, the focus of today's video is on the 3-card tarot spread. There's something about the number 3 that's magical. And tarotists love their 3-card spreads. So the most, I would say, popular and common 3-card spread is past, present, and future. So you're going to lay out 3 cards to look at a situation for guidance or clarity or insight in terms of the past, how things look now, and how things might look in the future. And I'm going to demonstrate that with a 3-card spread for myself here. And I'm choosing the topic of my career path. And I guess what I need to know. Now, when you're reading, folks, like I addressed in the last video, your intentions are so important. So why are you doing this reading? Are you doing it for advice? Do you want advice on action, like taking action, or you just want insight into the situation? So I guess I am going to demonstrate the intention of advice. Like, how should I proceed? Now, the past, of course, is gonna always give insight into maybe how I proceeded in the past, and or speak to the results of what I've been doing. And the other 2 cards are going to be advice on how to proceed for the greatest good with my career path. So I've been shuffling cards. I feel ready. I always look at the bottom card. The cards are, when you're in a relationship with the cards, they're always speaking to you. So no surprise here. The bottom card is, it's a card, look, it refers directly to work. This card is all about work. And in particular, diligence, and sticking with things, so it's an extremely appropriate card. Okay, I'm pulling 3 cards. This always freaking amazes me, everybody. Every time I use the tarot, I'm blown away. And I've been doing this for 20 years and doing this professionally for at least 15 years. I pulled such an appropriate spread here. Okay, so the card that I pulled for the past is the Ace of Swords. I have a little hair in my mouth. Sorry about that. The suit of swords is of the mind and communication. So the aces are seeds of possibility, and of course this is the past. But overall, like, the aces also represent like the cardinal energy of the suit. So the Ace of Swords is clarity through communication, and especially through writing and video. And this actually has been the focus. My focused goal is making these videos, doing more writing and doing more speaking and communicating to reach people with my work. The second card, now remember I said this is advice. This card is the 3 of Pentacles. It looks like this. Now, the suit of Pentacles in the tarot is the material realm. So the whole suit is the element of earth, and the pentacles, of course, traditionally pointed to money. They refer to money, coins, okay? So it's so appropriate that this card would come up asking about career or work. Now, the message of this card is cooperative work and networking with others, so you're not doing this alone. So as a directive, it's telling me to collaborate more with others. For the future, I pulled one of my favorite cards in the tarot, and especially with the suit of swords, this 2 of Swords. I love this card because there's a lot of conflict in the suit. There's lots of negativity in that suit, the Suit of Swords and the Minors. And this card, the swords represent like opposing ideas, or opposing viewpoints. So here, is sort of it's a card of peace of mind, you see. She's holding these opposing viewpoints together. And it's okay that they're opposed, you see. The blindfold that she wears refers to sort of shutting down the mind, not analyzing. It's almost a meditative state, okay? Where you're not making judgments about either of these two paths. You can just hold them together. Notice in the card, the background. The water represents the emotional or spiritual connection, and the moon represents one's intuition. And so behind, if somebody is like trying to make a decision, for example, or they've been in some kind of conflict, especially like with opposing viewpoints or decisions like this, this card is a directive, because if you can just sit and not make judgments, and not get upset about the conflict, and be able to hold two opposing viewpoints, which is a pretty mature thing to do, right? This is literally embodying non-duality, so neither one is completely right or completely wrong, you see. But the key is that behind her is the intuition and the mystery and the connection with spirit. And see, the ideal to coming to terms, for example, with opposition is to have the maturity to be able to hold that and sit with it. Okay? There's a stillness to this, so that the higher wisdoms and the intuitive realms can guide. Okay? So there's wisdom in this card. I'll show it to you again. There's great wisdom in shutting down the mind and being able to hold opposing viewpoints. It's never fully about intuition, and it's never fully about logic. Ideally, we approach life from a balance of the two, because that's what it is to be human, right? We are gifted with rational thought and the ability to think rationally. And we are also gifted with the ability to channel higher realms of wisdom. That combination is so fucking magical. And to come back to the message and advice for me as far as my career, if you look at the first two cards, now here is where I want to teach you that when you're doing a reading for yourself or for others, and there's more than one card, don't just stick to the past, present, future. Let them speak to you any way they want, as a group, as a whole group. They're telling you a story. The cards work together to speak a message, you see. So if I'm going to look at this as advice for my future in terms of my career, I'm going to look at the other two cards. One of them is that clarity of communication, and one of them is the networking. And what I'm doing here, I'm not networking, and I'm not cooperating and work with others. If I were, this video would be like an interview, and it's just me. So it's not one or the other. I really am getting the message that I need to do both, and that I need to approach my work not from a place of desperation, but from this calm peace of mind where it's not one or the other, you see, and to let answers come to me about how to proceed. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions about the 3-card spread, put them in the comments. Also, if there are any specific topics as far as tarot or off-grid life or the mystical life, the intuitive arts, anything that you would like to see me cover, put it in the comment section. If you like this video, consider supporting me so that I can continue doing more and more and more and better and better and better videos. You can do that by liking this video. You can do it by subscribing to my video so that I can grow my channel. I'm also going to put the link to use to book a private reading session with me. And you can also find and support my work on Patreon. I am under Mountain Woman. Thank you so much.